Hi guys! So today I'm going to show you how to create your name and filling up the page without writing your name properly. It's actually going to be rearranged in letters that you see of your name, meaning like this. So you can tell that there is letters. You can also tell that they're kind of rearranged. So my last name is Stevens, so here's my S, here is my T, the E, B, E, N, and S. Now you can tell my page is completely full. I've used different colors, and you can still see that there are letters, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now before we get started, I do want to talk to you guys about the materials I'm going to be using today. I'll be using paper, I'll be using markers, and I will be using water. Because remember, I taught you guys that if you use markers, if you have water, you can put water with your markers and you can create watercolors using it that way. So if you don't have your own personal watercolor palette, this is your other option you can use, okay? If you don't want to use that, you don't have to at all. You can just use markers, you can use crowns, colored pencils, etc. Alright guys, so remember, we're going to write our name across the page and we're going to rearrange it so it doesn't look like we're actually seeing our name, we're seeing it in different forms, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to use the back side. It's totally okay because I'm going to be covering this up anyways, okay? Remember, even if something has something else on it, you can still use it. You can change this into something, okay? So I'm going to start with a marker. I am going to start with black, okay? So, but you can start with any color you want, and you're just going to write your name, okay? You're going to write it big, and you're going to fill up the space of your page as much as you can, okay? So, for instance, I'm going to write my name. Ooh. Mine are watercolor pens, so I have to get it wet, kind of. So here's my S. Go back over it. There we go. Okay, my next letter is a T. I'm actually going to write it sideways and really big. Okay, and I have an E. Remember, you're going to write all your letters. If you want to write your first name and your last name, go for it. My V is sideways. You can also overlay them. You can go on top of each other if you want to. All right, and I got one more in S. There we go. Okay, now the fun part. We're going to color in our spaces. So anywhere, so if this space here, you can tell that this is all open. There's nothing stopping it in between, therefore we're going to color it in. But if you want to stop at a certain point, you're more than welcome to too. All right, so if I use a color, remember this is just a marker. And if I want to get it wet, I can just dip it in there and that pigment starts to pick up. And it fills it up so much faster than usual, than just other markers. My goodness, excuse me. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna add another color. But before I add another color, I wanna put in any other spaces if I want purple as well. So I think I'm gonna fill in this space over here. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, now we're gonna go in with another color. Let's do some red. Kind of like a red orange. And we're filling in any other spaces that you want.
You can fill them as much colors as you want to. You can keep them all the same color if you want. If you want to just do one color, you can totally do that too. That would be pretty cool. Just keep filling in those spaces. You want to fill in the entire page. If you're just using regular markers, and if you have a paintbrush that you can use, get that page wet first. This area is wet with just water. And then you can go in with a marker and color it in. I think my marker is kind of drying out. There we go. That picked it up. I go back over here. Make it a little bit more green color. There we go. Just a paintbrush, water. A little bit of water goes a long ways, so don't feel like you have to put a lot, because if you put too much, you might overdo it. Help spread that out. Use whatever colors you want. Have fun with it. You can use your favorite colors. You can do weird colors that you don't usually work with. That's fine too. Experiment. That's the important thing, okay? Experimenting. Let's use some blue. Ooh, forgot to clean off my brush. That's okay. See, I make mistakes too. There we go. It disappeared. Like it didn't happen. Now, if you go over your letters while you're coloring this, that's okay too. You know, you can kind of make it look like it's camouflage, like you don't see exactly where your name is, and maybe it's meant to be that way too. You can totally do that. All right, what other color? How about some yellow? Yellow would look nice, huh? Clean off your paintbrush. I'll do purple again. Now that we've seen most of our spaces colored in, we can just go back on some more colors. I like this purple. We'll do darker blue. All right, voila, we did it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do decide that you did make this, please try to submit it to your home classroom teacher. Email it to her, find some way to contact with her to show her your progress of what you made with me, and hopefully I can see what you guys have been creating. Thanks for watching.